What's going on, guys, and welcome to a new video. Finally, it's some nice weather today. It's currently very busy with my day job, but I managed to squeeze in a little session and I have a new challenge today. Let me show you. So the last time I was able to fly is about 2.5-3 weeks ago, and I have been thinking about the new challenge all this time, and now it's finally some nice weather, blue skies, a little bit of wind, a little bit cold, but we got the gloves. So the challenge for today is I want to try to do my first dive on one of these things. I saw that there are more of them. There are about 4 or 5 standing in a row right here, and I saw one of them wasn't spinning, but I see that there's a van nearby and I think they are doing some maintenance. So I will try to dive this one over here, and I have actually no idea if it's safe to fly nearby. So at first I will try to do a warm-up and see if it's possible to fly with the Avata near the turbine, or how do I call this, and let's see if it works out. So first pack, let's warm up first. Alright guys, I came to the realization that it's not a good idea to dive that turbine. I don't even know, do I call it a turbine or a windmill or whatever. But I didn't feel confident at all. The Avata was going all over the place. Also the ground is very wet from all the rain the last few weeks. So I'm afraid that it will crash and I will damage the electronics. And of course I am just a pussy. But of course I still want to squeeze in a little session. So I am back at a known location. This is the location where I did my first manual flight, or even my first flight with the Avata. It is an empty field with some trees. So not a lot of obstacles. But maybe we can try some tricks just for the sake of flying. Alright, so this is the location. This is the field that I mentioned where I flew for the first time. And we also got this flood barrier, or dike, how you want to call them. If the drone crashes over there, it will be lost. I don't know why, but my batteries are behaving a little bit weird. When you're at 50 or 60%, it is saying that the battery is low and that the throttle is limited. So I'm not sure, but I will try one more pack, and I think it's at 100%. And if that one doesn't work also, I will just quit the session because it will be doomed. It's the next day. Yesterday's session was the worst. My batteries were acting up. It was cold and I just didn't have my day. So today another try. I have some time to kill and I got the drone with me. So I was driving around and I found this parking lot. Let's see, just a parking lot with some trees. it looks pretty dull because there are almost no leaves. And yeah, a new spot. I'm excited. I think it's also a pretty good beginner spot. Let's go. The ground is completely soaked from all the rain the past 2 weeks, I think. It's a lot of rain, so I have to make sure to not crash into the grass. But luckily there's some gravel over here and some tarmac. It's also pretty cold. Well, at least it's not freezing, but it's about 4-5 degrees Celsius. And yeah, it's not cold when you come outside, but when you're standing longer and yeah, my fingers get very cold and stiff. So I hope I will be able to still control the sticks. Okay, that was the first battery, the warm-up battery. I don't know if it's the cold because my fingers are getting pretty stiff, or it's because I haven't been flying for a few weeks. But I have to say the flying feels pretty weird. I don't feel very confident, and it is also pretty hard to see where I'm going because there are no leaves on the trees. So I see the branches not, or at the last moment. Even with the HD system of the Avata. So let's try another pack. I already made the gap underneath these barriers. That's nice. And I also noticed I had this weird battery warning again. A warning. It was at about 40 or 35%, and it started to mention that the battery was low and I had to return to home soon. Maybe it's the cold, I don't know. Do I have to calibrate these batteries? I have no idea. Okay, second pack. Let's try. Okay, I didn't completely drain that second battery. I have to get some lunch before I get to my next appointment, and also my fingertips are freezing, so it's pretty hard to do some precise maneuvers. But anyway, we finally did some flying. I am happy. Still a little bit weird about the batteries. Anyway, let's get some lunch, and yeah, see you guys.